guys, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. So you have either already received your materials today or you will by the end of the day. So I wanted to make this little video to help you understand what all we're doing. I wish we could have class together, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards for a while. So that is why you have all received the Math-a-Rona. See what I did there? Bet you miss my clever quips and delightful wit, don't you? Well, I wanted to take some time and explain how the Math-a-Rona works. The binder and kit that you have or will receive with your school materials today contains a Math-a-Rona game board, and all of the materials that you will need for the rest of the year. So when I first learned that we were going to be doing remote learning, I felt really nervous because I worried about how I was going to be able to do a good job for each of you, like helping you learn more math and algebra. And it's just not the same as when we are in the class together. So instead, I thought of trying to keep learning more algebra from your book. I thought that it would be better if you had a chance to just enjoy thinking about math and developing your mathematical skills while you're at home. And I know that you all have different interests, and so I want to make it fun for each of you. And so I'm hoping that you find this Math-a-Rona game fun. So in the front of your book, you should have a book that looks something like this. There is a game board on a yellow sheet of paper, and that looks like what you see on my screen. You will see that there are 22 different activities that you can complete. So each of these activities will take different amounts of time, and each of them has different point values assigned to them, as you can see on this board. You can choose whatever activities or activity that you want each week in order to have fun and learn math, and all you have to do is earn 30 points per week. All of the directions to these Math-a-Rona activities are immediately behind the yellow page in the binder. So you'll open your book, there's your Math-a-Rona game, turn that, and there are directions for every single one of the activities right here. So all the directions are there, and they are all in the Google Classroom. So each of these assignments will post to Google Classroom at 2:30 today. I'll show you what that's going to look like on your Google Classroom in a minute. So there's two different parts to turn in your work. As you can see, a lot of these projects involve you making something cool. And so to turn those assignments in, I want you to use Instagram and post pictures of your assignment to the @MVSMath Instagram account. These assignments all have a hashtag that you will include with your post. Then you will go to Google Classroom and mark that assignment complete. When you turn them in via Google Classroom, I will know which activities you've chosen for the week, and each week I will grade your chosen assignments and give you up to 30 points that you can earn for that week. I hope that makes sense. If not, send me an email and we will talk about it individually. I'm going to take some time now and talk about each of these assignments. So let's turn the pages to the pages that are immediately following the yellow game board in your Math-a-Rona binder. So the first page, the first assignment is about Instagram, and it's the only required assignment that is in the book. And I'd like you to complete this by tomorrow on Wednesday. Basically, what this is telling you is I need every student to have an Instagram account that has an appropriate name and that is easily attributed to you. So for instance, if your Instagram account name is Purple Dancing Cats, that doesn't help me at all. If your regular Instagram account meets these requirements and you want to use that for your Math-a-Rona assignments, that's fine. Alternatively, you can create a new account specifically for these math assignments. And that's what I've done with my @MVSMath account. Anyway, once you've done that, follow the @MVSMath account, and you can also follow the other students in the account too if you would like. Throughout the Math-a-Rona game, as you post your activities to Instagram, make sure to tag the @MVSMath account so they show up on my stream, and use the hashtag included for the assignment. As students start posting their assignments, please like the posts and write polite comments on the post. It just makes everyone feel good. If you look at the remainder of the pages in this section of the Math-a-Rona binder, you will find directions for each of the activities. So I'm going to scroll through here Well, maybe. Yeah, so each of the activities. And these directions and any links to videos or articles are also included in your assignments for Google Classroom. Now I want to talk about the, let's look at the Google Classroom assignments first. So I'm going to come back over here to your game board and then to Google Classroom. So each of the assignments in the game board has a related Google Classroom assignment under the topic of COVID remote learning. What I'd recommend you do is you go up to in your Google Classroom, go up to classwork, and then in your topics, look under COVID remote learning. And so each of these has a number and a different assignment. And so you can choose whatever assignment you want to complete, and then follow the directions, turn it in, and as you turn those in, I'll be able to see which assignment you chose, and then I can grade it from there. I hope that makes sense. So let's start now and talk about the activities on the game board itself. I'm going to put this on my screen, and you can follow along with that, and then flip through your binder as well. Gin Rummy is the first activity in the board, right up here. And instructions about how to play Gin Rummy can be found behind the first blue tab in your Math-a-Rona binder. So here's my binder, yellow game board, all of the directions behind the yellow game board. Then there is a blue Gin Rummy tab, and that's how this binder is set up. The directions for how to play Gin Rummy are behind that. This is a fun card game, and you can play with your family. I think you'll also enjoy knowing how to play this game as you get older. So for Math-a-Rona, you can earn up to 15 points for this activity. To do that, all you have to do is have a Gin Rummy tournament with somebody. Post a picture of your game and you guys playing it, as well as your score sheet to the @MVS Instagram account, and then you're good. I hope you enjoy this game and have a fun time playing this game with your family. Next, we have a Fibonacci nature art project. So the Fibonacci sequence is a fascinating set of numbers that can be found everywhere in nature. You have a chance to earn a week's worth of points by creating a Fibonacci nature art project. The directions are in the front of your binder, as well as Google Classroom, and in the Google Classroom assignment. I'm going to just show you right here. There are a bunch of videos about this, as well as some a link that can give you some information and a picture of how the artwork can look, or the spiral that Fibonacci art can make. So these directions, there's also some information, an article about a wealthy Italian merchant named Fibonacci, who was a great mathematician in the Middle Ages, and that's found behind the first green tab in your binder. So follow the directions that are included in your instructions and turn that in if you want those points. You also have a chance to, you can choose to create a fitness graph, and so that's a fairly easy way to earn 30 points. There's graph paper in the back of your book. All you need to do is pick a fitness goal, track your progress on the graph for 20 days, and you'll earn your points. I'm going to work on extending the amount of time that I can plank for my fitness graph challenge. You can plan a road trip for when the coronavirus is behind us and earn up to 30 points. Some of you, but not all of you, received 3D puzzle coloring kits. If you received that in your Math-a-Rona kit, you can earn 7.5 points by finishing one of these. You can participate in a photo scavenger hunt and take pictures of images that represent math in your world. This does not mean pictures of worksheets, because that would be boring. But if you do that assignment, that's also 1 week's assignment worth 30 points. You can build a model for 30 points. Each of you received something different for this task. You may have received a model kit, you may have received a Lego architecture kit, or perhaps some modeling clay. Watch the video in Google Classroom about scale and let your creativity run wild. I can't wait to see your projects. You know, there's a ton of information online right now about the coronavirus. A lot of these articles involve mathematical models. So you can find an interesting article about the coronavirus or anything else that's interesting to you, and summarize the article with particular attention to the related math, and that will earn you 15 points, which is half of your weekly assignment. Those of you who are juniors have the option of earning points for working on your SAT practice tests. There are 10 practice tests, and they are included in the red tabs in your binders. Those of you who are freshmen can continue developing your math skills by working on ALEKS each week. You can earn 10 points for each hour of productive, keyword productive, math work that you complete in ALEKS. You have a chance to build a fairy house or a dinosaur garden and sketch the floor plan or habitat of those. Each of those options will earn you 30 points. There's a number of Desmos activities in Google Classroom that you can complete. Those will earn you 10 points each. An activity that I'm really excited about, and I hope a lot of you pick, is this Create a Graphing Stories video. You'll create a 15-second video similar to the Graphing Stories video that we've watched in class. Freshmen, you've watched that earlier this year, and juniors, you watched that a couple of years ago when you had me in class. In Google Classroom, there's a link to the video to refresh your memory if you don't remember. But the point of this assignment, worth 30 points, is to create a 15-second video and draw the graph. There's a worksheet of the Graphing Stories graph paper behind the orange tab in your binder. So also, I know how much you all like the breakout activities that we do in my room sometimes. So I have included a link to a digital breakout related to Harry Potter and Hogwarts. You can work on that alone if you wish, but I think it would be a lot of fun if you guys work together on this virtually. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's worth 15 points. You've probably noticed that I have posted some daily videos already with inspirational quotes. So they're showing up in your stream right here. And if you go to classwork, over to the topic of daily videos, you can see that there's a video posted each day. These are going to continue to be posted every Monday through Thursday at 8 in the morning until the end of school. If you respond with a class comment, which is like what I've done here, to these posts, and you do so with thoughtful comments each day for 4 weeks, that earns you 1 week's points. I think it would be really great if you'd respond to your classmates' comments too. I hope these videos encourage and inspire you. All right, back to the game board. We're getting there, guys. Everybody loves a good math gone wrong photo. Let me find that here. So here's one where everything adds up to like 178%. Anyway, I'm sure you guys enjoy those, not just me because I'm a math teacher. So if you want to do this assignment, you can find 10 of these photos and make a cool collage with those using the medium of your choice. And that will earn you 15 points 1 week. Another one of my favorite assignments is for you to simply write a nice and positive note about each one of my students in both classes. So there is a doc in the Google Classroom assignment. When you complete this, I'll share the comments without the name of the person who made the comment. So if you make a comment, I will share it with the other students, but not give you attribution. And I hope that this is uplifting and encouraging to all of you while we are away from each other in school. And so this is so important to me that you can earn 1 week's worth of points or 30 points just for this simple assignment. Couple more fun things. I think that you probably all have places that are really important to you, and I would love to learn more about them. So you can create a map of some place that is important to you. Follow the directions here and see what that is. I bet you can hear the noise in the background. That's Avery watching Monsters, Inc. Some ideas on places that could be important to you are your neighborhood, San Luis Valley, the dream town where you want to live, the campus of the college you'd love to attend, or anything else. I'm excited to see what you come up with. The time capsule project, I think, is really cool. And I think it's something that you'll really value over time. We're living through a moment in history that is going to be really fascinating to our kids and our grandkids. You can create a time capsule to commemorate what's going on in the world and in your life right now. Use your own container, or let me know if you need something to use for this time capsule container. I have a bunch of coffee cans that I would be happy to share. So that should be fun. And a couple other ways is you have the opportunity to play with numbers by completing some Sudoku puzzles, which are included in the second yellow tab of your Math-a-Rona binder, or open middle worksheets, which are included in the second blue tab of your Math-a-Rona binder. Well, that was a lot. Think about it. It was probably the last time you'll have to listen to me talk for that long, again, for quite a while. If you have any questions, shoot me a message and I'll walk you through it individually. Math-a-Rona is supposed to be fun and not stressful. If you are feeling confused or stressed about any of these projects, it means you're overthinking it. And I want to touch base with me and let me help you break it down into something that you feel good about. I want everyone to have fun and develop your mathematical thinking along the way. I miss you all very much, and I hope we can be together again soon. All right, bye everyone.